Alright, hey guys, something slightly different. I've not done a tier list before, this will be my first one. And this one's a bit more just fun based, nothing about like meta or whatnot, or who's the best character. But I want to do a tier list based on attractiveness. So, yeah, just talking through these from my perspective, and S to D as you see. I doubt anyone will be in D, frankly, looking over this. Although I am excluding these two at the bottom for obvious reasons in this list. But let's get to it, honestly, we'll just start from here. So female rover is an easy S. Is anyone going to disagree? This woman is gorgeous. The thing is, and the funny thing is about this character is, well, I chose male rover, and I've been regretting it a bit in some ways, certainly on this basis of just attractiveness, because she is just beautiful to look at. And before the game came out, I didn't really appreciate or I guess acknowledge or see it as much, but then you see people posting all their videos and their screenshots on X and just all around the internet, and it's like, damn, you know, she's got it going on in all the right places. And I really like the gold elements with the rovers as well, the black and gold like contrasts, more so with the female, I think, with just the golden aspects around the hair, like the jewelry and stuff. And she's just beautiful all around, honestly. Moving on to the males, because we're not excluding males. Male rover for me though would be probably C-ish, honestly. Just on the basis, again, of attractiveness. I feel like if you think about him compared to other males on this list, you know, even in like terms of just coolness factor, or even like, again, just attractiveness, he's just not quite there for me. He's got a more basic design versus all the other guys, and he's okay. I mean, like, but just when I think about him compared to other characters, he's just not quite up there, you know? That's all I can really say. We're going to leave these two for later. Yang Yang. Now, for me, she's not so much my type, honestly. She's okay, but even if we look at this from a design perspective, I think her design doesn't really stand out among the pack as much either. I mean, she's a very, very star character, although there's another star character that I quite like, which we'll get onto. I suppose you could consider this a design and attractiveness, but attractiveness kind of what I'm going for, just have some fun with it. But Yang Yang for me would probably be around B-ish. I think my favorite aspect of her design, probably, she's got a nice face, a nice inviting, you know, loving face, a loving vibe about her. I like that, a really chill vibe. But the feathers that are growing on her, I think are pretty cool as well. But otherwise, I'm not crazy about her. Baija. I like Baija's look. She's, as Abby says, kind of poker-faced, kind of serious, stern-looking. It's kind of nice, honestly. I like that sort of thing, personally. I'll probably put her in A. There's other characters I have in mind for S already, obviously, that just for me, just get that next level of attractiveness. So, speaking of, she's just going up there as well. I love tomboyish type characters, boisterous, you know, personalities like her. I think she's very cute. Her midriff showing with her abs, with the sun reflecting off her abs, is nice. I love Chisha. I want to build her. I'm just focusing on other characters right now of high rarity typically as well. Like, you know, I've got Jinxie I need to build. I'm probably getting Changli. It's going to be rough. I'm already building other characters like Verena and Onko, Kalkaro. Jian's not done now because I got the next Union rank up. But she will be attended to sooner or later. I think she's beautiful. Danjin is also going up in S. I'm kind of simping for Danjin, I'm sorry. I love her vibe. I love her kind of intensity in the combat and just the whole shy girl, but actually a beast thing she's got going on is great. I think she's very cute. You know, whenever you open up the character screen, she's looking all shy. I like the pendant she's got as well. I'm sure they talked about this in a character description. I can't remember what it was. I think it's like a symbol of peace or tranquility or something. I just love her face, you know. If we're talking about attractiveness, I think she's got a really pretty face, a really cute face. But again, when you get into combat and like do a resonance liberation, she's going kind of berserk almost. It's a fun dichotomy, and I think she's just very pretty, honestly. Mr. Yanwu, people really don't like this guy, do they? I see it so much on X, and maybe X isn't the best source for, opinion pieces on this stuff. They seem to have, there's a lot of people on there with some extreme biases. For me, he's probably going to be sitting around B, though. I don't think he's, like, one of the top males in this category. He's kind of handsome. I think his gameplay's sick, by the way. Like, he feels... he was one of my first characters I actually got when I was pulling, and I gave out a proper try on. And I was like, damn, his combos. Holy shit. But he's okay, you know? He's just... he doesn't stand out again amongst the pack for me, and... you know, a lot of this, of course, is subjective, if not all subjective. It's just design discussion, right? And, of course, attractiveness factors in here, so... for me, he's alright. Not really my kind of thing, to be honest. Taochi, then. For me, honestly, she's going up here. I'll be honest, I wasn't fussed before as much. I actually wasn't. When I first saw her, I was like, oh, she's kind of pretty, she's alright. I'm an ass man. Some of you guys might be as well. And she's got both factors of up here and down there. Just being honest, like those tights she's wearing, holy shit. I don't use her much. That's another thing right now. I actually don't use her much. I kind of plan to in the future, but she is, you know, and not just off those factors I mentioned, but they definitely stand out. She's got great proportions, right? Who's going to deny that? She's very pretty. Kind of light demeanor she's got going on, relaxed. I definitely gel with. She's pretty. She's gonna be up there for sure for me. Sanhwa's next. For me, probably. I'm probably gonna mix these about. So like, I'm not doing like in any particular order right now. I'll probably do that at the end, so you guys get a better perspective on my likes in different categories and whatnot, especially like S. Sanhwa for me is an A. I like her kind of general vibe, a bit more serious, although still very kind and like welcoming. But she's fine. She's fine. She's just not. I'm not crazy about it. I do like her uniform. Again, she's got the black and gold thing going on. I like her eyes. Her eyes quite stand out, and the tacit mark in one eye is sick. For me, she is about there. Alto. I think as far as the males go, Alto's decent actually. Like I would put him probably in B, but he would be above Yanwu and above Male Rover, for me, in my opinion. Not really a whole lot to say. I don't have the character in game, but his persona in the story is quite fun. Just like a mischievous type of guy, really. But still, you know, a very nice guy. Seems like a very genuine person. He's a handsome dude. He's going to be there for me. My boy Mortifi, who I do use very often now in a few teams, and he's quite well built. But, again, design perspective, handsome perspective, attractiveness. I'm thinking of other males too, but again, he'd probably be in B, but honestly, probably the top of B for males, in my opinion. I think he's a damn good looking dude. I love the dragon aspects. I like the scales on his chest. The fact that he's got like scaly dragon hands is sick too. I think his eyes actually stand out. You see them a lot during his ultimate. Really good looking guy, I think, actually. A bit plain, I know. Some people probably argue he's kind of plain, you know. Especially from the back, which I understand, because it's just like a lab coat wearing dude, really. It looks like kind of almost any scientist in that sense. But these different aspects to him, and I like his seriousness. I actually gel off his personality. Like, he just wants to be left alone in a lot of cases, so. But speaking plainly again on attractiveness, I think he's a good looking guy. I think he's slightly above these two, although these three guys are decent, you know. Personally, I don't go towards the males as much. You probably noticed that. You know, that's just how it is, but yeah. Jianshin, I love the yin-yang type thing she has going on. She'd probably be around A for me. I don't think she's like top tier with these ladies, and some of the others I'm going to be putting up there. She's somewhere in A for me. Yeah, thinking about her presence in game and her voice and everything, she's okay. Just kind of, for me, one of those decent characters, okay. And again, speaking of design aspects, the yin-yang thing really helps a lot, I think. that's like consistent throughout her design and outfit. Her hair as well, her earrings there. I think that's right for her. Jian is the first male S. I think this guy just looks sick all around. I think his voice is perfect for his appearance and his character in the story and whatnot. Just all around, I think this character is like a perfect male character for these types of games, honestly. So, needless to say, he's going here. I think he's like just perfect for his Element 2 hero, his whole moveset about like controlling crowds with his ultimate, bringing them in, pulling them in, which I love doing too. And it just all looks amazing all the time. Love this character, he's awesome. Kalkaro will also be an S because... Need I explain too much about this? He is like badass. I think whereas Jian's like super, like just really cool, Kalkaro's got the badass factor. Like him changing during his ultimate is, I should probably go Liberation, but ultimate's so general, you guys know what I'm talking about. Him changing during his ultimate with his shirt ripped and his scars showing and stuff, and just getting like ultra serious about it, like unleash their fangs. Or misery follows. It's just sick. I love hearing it, and just his intensity in his delivery. He's awesome, and he looks awesome as well. Just all around badass character. I've got a built-up Kalkaro, but not as well as like, not as hardly built up as like my Jinxie and Jian at this point. I'm gonna get back onto him. I need to sort out his echoes. Electro Echo farming is misery follows. Yeah, I say that whenever I've got to farm Electro Herons. Although they've probably got. I need to check the data bank because it's probably a bit easier now to get Electro Elites. I think there's one edition in there. I'm not sure if it's an Elite though. I hope so. When I get back to farming Echoes from, I'll check. But design-wise, sick character. Ling Yang, I actually really like too. First short mail we got in the game, and there's something about him, like his expressions in his companion quest as well, I loved. His whole design, honestly. His trousers look sick, very traditional for like lion dancing type look about him, just all around. I love it. I actually really like his hair. You know, the back part, it's just like a large bun, I guess you could say. His ears, his eyes, I really like. You know what? He's gone up here too. I love this character. He's awesome. Design-wise, I'm not too fussed on his gameplay. I've only gotten to try him in the companion quest. I don't have him. I wouldn't mind having him on that basis of just liking his character and his design. So, Miss Yinlin, for me, probably high A. I like her, don't get me wrong. I really like the fact she's got like elf ears as well. A lot of people didn't notice that at first, nor did I, until I played her companion quest. Very sick. I like her outfit too. I do like this character, and I'm almost tempted to put her into S for her design because it's really cool. But I'm just thinking... It's hard. I don't have that many left at all. Let's go to the other two because the other two are easy for me. Chun-Li, and like I said, I'm going to reorganize these to show my opinion. Best design or most attractive to least. Although I'm telling you, like, all these characters are attractive, so don't get it twisted at all. What can I say about Chun-Li? Like, honestly, I did a stream the other day of 1.1's main story just through its entirety, and her initial appearance was like, damn. Like, we hadn't seen her in game before. Obviously, I hadn't, even any leaks or anything. I'd only seen the hologram at the end of, near the end of 1.0 where she's talking to Jinxie, and you just see like a holographic image of her face. I've seen the art, but seeing her in-game model was kind of surprising to me. Like, it looks amazing. I wasn't as sold on Chun-Li in many ways, but after seeing her in the story and getting to play with her briefly, I'd already seen her gameplay and it looked sick. But it was always for me being like pure Jinxie all the way, and I still am, by the way, but she looks amazing, honestly, and she feels great to play, and I'm very convinced to go and try my best to pull for it, if not just close the gap with paying, if I can't get it through free pulls. Beautiful character from head to toe. I love her expressions too. She's so nonchalant and she's just badass. Like any fighting scene she's in, she's not even trying. Of course, giant tits. Really nice figure. The fact that she transitions in appearance when she gets different new stacks, like higher stack levels, takes off more of her clothes, puts a blindfold on, is kind of crazy. She's beautiful, smug, I like her a lot. Jinxi's also an easy S. Jinxi's a flat queen. Don't disrespect the flat queens. I'm not so much of, I said this earlier I think, right? I'm not so much of a tit guy. A boob guy. I like boobs, I do. But I'm an ass man as well, honestly, like probably more so. Like, flatter girls are fine by me, there's no problem with that at all. Jinxi's kind of like that versus like Changli obviously, but I think she's just gorgeous as well. Another character just from head to toe, honestly. I can't criticize in appearance at all. I love the dragon aspects, like the sash that she has, the like golden sash that looks like dragon scales. I always love that, it really stood out. Her eyelashes are really unique for characters in anime in general. You don't usually see that. It's usually just black, you know? More often than not, it's black or coloured differently, but white all around the eyelashes is really nice, stands out really nicely. She looks very divine, and I love it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it quickly. I'm going to reorganize this into my, best to worst for each category, and we'll talk through it a bit.
A few moments later.
So I think for me, that's it. It didn't take me long at all. I mean, we'll go from low to high, really. So, see, male Rover is just... he's fine, right? But I think the other males just stand out more. They have more unique aspects about them that stand out for me. I do like male Rover, though. Don't get me wrong. I have male Rover. I chose male Rover. He's cool, and I like him, but he's there for me. You'll notice a lot of the guys are just generally lower because I'm not as much a guy person, personally. What can I say, really? That's just how that goes. But Yang Yang top B, I feel that's right for me, from my perspective. I just think all these women, for me, stand out above her on the attractiveness level. And even design, really. I think she's got some stuff going on, but yeah. Here, I think I'm happy with this, to be honest with you guys. I know a lot of people are going to be mad about Yinlin. I think she teeters maybe on S, but then when I think about these other characters in terms of, again, attractiveness and design, I think they just have to take these spots at S. These other guys, I moved around a little bit, like Baija, I think I like the most out of these three. I just like her stern kind of attitude and expression, and I think she's beautiful as well. Not that they all aren't, but it has to fall like that, in my opinion. This was tough, honestly, with the top spots, but Jinxie to me is just gorgeous. Like, again, like this divine radiance about her, I love. I think she's like perfect, honestly. I think she's just a perfect woman. Like, really. Chisha, I love. Like, people probably weren't expecting her to be that high, and maybe not over Changli. It's difficult between them because in terms of like just, if we're talking just design, I think Changli looks cooler, probably. Like around the face and stuff, she's very different, and I really like the Phoenix aspect about her, and you kind of see that through her design, like her hair and everything, and her face and her expressions. So it's difficult, it's very difficult. It could even be a toss-up between these two, but Chisha, I've got a weak spot for tomboyish, boisterous characters, like I said. Chisha's ticking some good boxes, and I think she's very pretty. She's got the midriff going on again, which I love. Yeah, I like her energy a lot. The rest of them, like I said, I'm a dungeon simp. Honestly, I really, really love her too. Female Rover, I think, is adequately placed as well, because a lot of these are really close together, frankly. Taochi too. And like I said, I'm less of a guy person. A guy lover, I guess you could say, whatever. But I think these guys fall that way for me. Like, I do like Gian, I think, the most, just slightly. Hard choice, honestly, like even between these two, but again, it's just how it's fallen. I think Gian perfectly encapsulates the element of Aero. You see it all through his design. I think it's so, I love the colors, right? The green, the dark green, the emeraldy green with the black, I think is really cool. I like his earrings too, honestly, and his hair. He's just badass. And yeah, Kakuro's sick, but it's just, maybe it's a toss-up between these. It's so difficult, honestly, guys, going through this list. Until you've done it yourself, you'll realize, it's like, but I'm curious to discuss it with you guys below and see what your takes are, your opinions. Ling Yang I really like. people probably say, why the hell are you putting Ling Yang above Yinlin? I just like Ling Yang. I like his design. I think he's really wholesome as a character. I loved his expressions during his companion quest. His outfit, I think, is sick. I like his animalistic aspects about him, his eyes and everything. I just think he looks really cool. I think his outfit is really, really unique and sick as well. Yinlin could probably pass for S around this category somewhere. But look, guys, that's my tier list. I'm going to end up rambling for a while, like longer, without saying too much. So that'll be it. I'm curious again what you guys think below. I'm sure everyone's going to have all different opinions. I think I'm crazy for some of this, but we shall discuss it below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time.